Good morning. Welcome to the UU Church of the South Hills, also known as Sunnyhill. We are delighted that you could join us for this service. Our mission at Sunnyhill is to create a more just and compassionate community within and beyond our walls. My name is Rebecca Senaway, and I serve as a worship associate for this congregation. If you're a newcomer or a visitor to our congregation, please go to sunnyhill.org and click on the button that says New to Sunnyhill to receive more information about our congregation and to receive our weekly email newsletter. If you're joining us online today, please say hello or good morning in the comments on Facebook or YouTube. We'd love to hear from you and extend a welcome to you as well. We welcome children of all ages to our service. For quiet play, we have a children's area here in the sanctuary. For louder activities, we have a nursery just outside the corner entrance to the sanctuary. And we also have a comfort room accessible through the back hallway from which you can hear and see the service. A gentle reminder to everyone to please silence your cell phones and other electronic devices. Today's sermon is titled, The Covenant of the Ark. In the Bible, when Noah built the ark and set out on the journey of a lifetime, what were the promises that were made among those who were on board? In our journey through the stormy seas of the 21st century, what are the most important promises we need to make, and how will we fulfill them? Our opening words were written by Monica Jacobson Tennyson. What is it that calls you here, that calls you onward, that calls you inward, that leads you homeward? What is it that gives you the power to make that change, to ask that question, to take that journey? What is it that says you have done well, that asks you to learn more, that brings you to stillness, that holds you up in hard times? It is relationship, the beating heart of our faith. It begins when we share this hour, our truths, this air, our hearts. Come, let us worship together. Please join me in saying the words to light our chalice. We kindle our chalice to honor the light of truth revealed in our relationships with one another and with our world.
Morning. Please rise and bow to your spirit to join in singing our opening hymn, I Know I Can. Though days be dark with storms and burdens weigh my heart, the troubles wait at
Good morning, friends. It is now our time for all ages. If there are any children present that want to come up, now is your chance. Good morning, friends. How are y'all today? Good. Okay, I have a new friend that I want y'all to meet, and he is going to be sharing the story with you all today. His name is Jonathan. Jonathan, come on up. Jonathan is our new intern minister, and you're going to see him a lot around the church. He's going to be doing a lot of helping for 2 whole years. So let's give Jonathan a welcome. Can you say welcome, Jonathan? Well, all right, Jonathan.
How's it going? Awesome. Have you ever worked on a drawing or a painting or even built something with Legos and then thought, this isn't quite what I envisioned? I think I want to start over. Anybody ever do that? Few? Okay, good. I do it almost all the time. So I'm going to tell you a story here. And it's a Bible story about God decides that after creating the earth and its creatures, he wants a do-over. It's not quite what he envisioned, and he asks a man named Noah to help. Long ago, in a peaceful valley surrounded by tall, friendly mountains, there lived a man named Noah. Noah was known for his kind heart and his love of animals. Every day he would walk through the green fields, greet the birds in the trees, and talk to the animals who lived nearby. One day, as Noah sat under his favorite tree, he heard a voice, soft yet clear. It was a voice that seemed to come from the wind itself. "Noah," the voice said, "I want to make the world a better place. Will you help me?" Noah looked around but didn't see anyone. "Who's there?" he asked gently. "I am God," the voice replied. "The world needs a big change, a way for all creatures to live together in peace. Will you build an ark? A special boat that can carry your family and all the animals. Together, we will start fresh." Noah felt a sense of calm. He had always loved all the creatures around him and believed that the world could be kinder. "I will build the ark," he said with a warm smile. And so, Noah worked day after day, gathering wood and carefully crafting a large, strong boat. As he worked, animals from every corner of the valley came to him, 2 by 2. There were gentle deer, hopping rabbits, colorful birds, and even curious little squirrels. They all came to Noah, trusting him and knowing that the ark would be a safe place for him. When the ark was finished, Noah and his family climbed aboard. The animals, 1 pair of each kind, found their spots too. Soon the ark was full of life, a big floating zoo. The sky grew cloudy, but Noah wasn't afraid. He believed in the promise that he had heard. For days, the rain fell, the water rose, and the ark bobbed and swayed, a safe haven for everyone inside. Noah knew that the rain was a gift that would help plants and flowers grow. It was the way the earth was healing itself. Inside the ark, everyone was cozy. Noah's family took care of the animals, and the animals took care of each other. The birds sang their songs, and the rabbits shared stories with the squirrels. The world was calm inside the ark, even though the rain kept falling outside. After many days, the rain stopped. Noah looked out the window of the ark and saw a beautiful sight. The sun had come out. Noah sent out a dove, which came back with an olive branch, showing that dry land was near. The water slowly went down until the ark rested on a high, grassy hill. God spoke to Noah again. Noah, you have done a wonderful thing. The ark has carried everyone safely, and now the world can begin again, full of peace and harmony. A bright rainbow filled the sky from one end to the other. It was as if the sky itself was smiling. Noah smiled, feeling hopeful. He understood now the rainbow wasn't just a beautiful sight. It was a promise, a covenant, for that everyone, from the tiniest ant to the tallest tree, would live together in peace and kindness. The world would be a place where no one would ever be alone, and all creatures would care for one another. As Noah and the animals stepped out of the ark, they felt the warm sunshine on their faces. They looked up at the sky where the rainbow still shone, a bright reminder of the promise that the earth was always ready to heal as long as people cared for it. From that day on, Noah and his family lived peaceably, and the animals roamed freely, knowing that kindness and love were the greatest gifts anyone could give. And every time a rainbow appeared in the sky, everyone remembered the promise. The world was full of hope, and everyone had a part to play in making it a beautiful place for all. And so, the earth began again, a place of peace, love, and endless rainbows. Thank you so much for coming up.
Let's sing the kids out to Ari. As you go, may joy surround you. As you go, go in peace. Know our love is with you always. As you go, as you go, as you go, may joy surround you. As you go, go in peace. Know our love is with you always. As you go, as you go. There are more waters rising, this I know, this I know. There are more waters rising, this I know. There are more waters rising, they will find their way to me. There are more waters rising, this I know, this I know. There are more waters rising, this I know. There are more fires burning, this I know, this I know. There are more fires burning, this I know. There are more fires burning, they will find their way to me. There are more fires burning, this I know, this I know. There are more fires burning, this I know. There are more mountains falling, this I know, this I know. There are more mountains falling, this I know. There are more mountains falling, they will find their way to me. There are more mountains falling, this I know, this I know. There are more mountains falling, this I know. I will wade through the water. This I know, this I know. I will wade through the waters. This I know. I will wade through the waters when they find their way to me. I will wade through the waters. This I know, this I know. I will wade through the waters. This I know. I will walk through the fires. This I know, this I know. I will walk through the fires. This I know. I will walk through the fires when they find their way to me. I will walk through the fires. This I know, this I know. I will walk through the fires. This I know. I will rebuild the mountains. This I know, this I know. I will rebuild the mountains. This I know. I will rebuild the mountains when they find their way to me. I will rebuild the mountains. This I know, this I know. I will rebuild the mountains. This I know. There are more waters rising. This I know, this I know. There are more waters rising. This I know.
Good morning. My name's Terry Alvarez, and I'm a member of Sunnyhill's Pastoral Care Team. We're here to support you if you're going through a crisis, comfort you when you are grieving, support friends and family involved in caregiving, maintain contact with those unable to attend church due to illness or disability. We are available to anyone in need of a listening ear, someone who listens without advice or judgment. So, should you have a need, reach out to a member of the pastoral care team. If you have questions, contact Reverend Jim or a member of the team. You can submit a joy or sorrow on Sunnyhill's website or by filling out a form in the foyer. After each joy or sorrow that I read, please respond by saying, "We hold you in our hearts." I have a sorrow from Dorothy Conroy. My dear sister Carol died on October 16th. I will miss our love and daily contact. To Dorothy and to Carol, we'll hold you in our hearts. I have a joy from Sarah Yard and Frank Quinn. If you see us crying, it's okay. They are tears of joy. We are celebrating our daughter Laura's wedding in Denver, our beloved nephew's wedding in Canonsburg, and our grandson's first birthday today. To Sarah and Frank and their family, we hold you in our hearts. I have a joy from Wendy and Michaeline. Wendy is back behind the wheel. Michaeline isn't. Both are joyful. And I have a joy from Kathy and Paul Lawson. Our first grandchild, Eliana Grace, was born Wednesday night. Mother and daughter are doing well. To Kathy and Paul, we hold you in our hearts. As we listen to our musical meditation, we invite anyone who feels moved to do so to come forward, light a candle, place it in the sand, and return to your seats.
Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Please join me in the spirit of meditation or prayer. Let us pause for a moment to return to our breath, to turn our awareness toward breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, and continuing to breathe in and breathe out. We still our minds, we rest our overheated imaginings, filled with fears, filled with worries, filled with concerns and apprehensions. Let us continue breathing in, breathing out, into the silence. We sometimes speak of catching our breath, though breathing itself is more ephemeral than anything that can be caught or captured. It can, however, be released again and again. May we breathe in peace. May we breathe out love over and over, again and again, now and always. Amen. We sometimes say that Unitarian Universalism is a journey rather than a destination. There are some religious traditions that try to offer easy or simple answers to some very difficult and challenging questions. For better or worse, we rarely offer easy or simple answers. What we do offer is a space to wrestle with the issues of our times together, to find places where we can support each other and work toward making the world more like the place we want it to be, all the time centering love. But there's no doubt that we live in an era characterized by shallow analysis, inflammatory hot takes, bitter discord, and finger-pointing blame all around. Anytime a high-profile violent incident occurs, like last week's shooting of Charlie Kirk, what happens in the American media machine, driven by algorithms that are designed to create divisions, is not earnest self-reflection or any kind of thoughtful analysis. What happens is a rush to assign blame to one's political opponents, whatever you might perceive them to be. In this rush to assign easy blame, we lose the opportunity to engage in that three-part process that I talked about last week, which is reality, grief, and hope. The reality in this situation is that yet another young man, swept up in an online culture of cynicism and violence, lost his moral bearings and committed an atrocity. However you might want to slice and dice it, this all too familiar story is a part of our reality. As we have seen time and time again, it's really not so much a particular political ideology that is to blame for mass shootings as it is a larger culture of violence in which current political ideologies reside. I'm not saying, by the way, that I believe that both sides of the political coin are equivalent to each other morally or otherwise. They are not equivalent. And for quite some time, there has been a pull toward far-right cultism that has served as an engine of fear-based hatred and destruction in our country, which we are seeing playing out in various ways, including in restrictions on free speech and other fundamental freedoms. And sadly, we have seen the forces of the far right, in response to this shooting, try to criminalize simply existing as a transgender person or advocating for transgender rights. Nothing about this cynical ploy is right or good in any way. I say again to all of our transgender members and friends, we see you, we love you, we will continue advocating for your rights, and we will not throw you under the bus simply to appease ignorant or bigoted fearmongers. But this rush to assign blame to this side or that side often serves as a means of sidestepping feeling grief. As long as we are hurling stones of blame, we keep ourselves from feeling the deep grief that is inherent in our situation. And there is so much to grieve. Not just the loss of one life, but the loss of a sense of safety from mass acts of violence that continue to occur as an everyday aspect of American life. And without having faced the larger reality and the various losses that must be grieved, it is impossible to turn toward any kind of informed action that might lead toward hope. Hope rises from the ashes, but only after we have spent some time and effort experiencing those ashes for what they are and start to come together to engage in genuine, heartfelt grief rather than merely arguing and trying to assign blame. Religion has a crucial role to play in this process of reality, grief, and hope. Religion, in the deepest sense of the word, means to join together again. Re meaning again, and legio meaning to bind together, as in ligament or ligature. But religion in recent decades has been used as yet another tool by the powers that be and by the makers of social media algorithms, used as another blunt instrument to promote division and violence. What is missing right now, both in civic and religious arenas, is an underlying sense of commitment to one another and to that which is larger than ourselves alone. What is missing is a sense of covenant, a sense that there are any shared promises that we must make and keep as a necessary precondition for any kind of human society or community or nation. Covenant is at the heart of our Unitarian Universalist tradition. All of our rites of passage are organized around promises that we make. During our child dedication service last week, I asked the congregation, the parents, the godparents, and families, all to promise to help support the child whose presence we were celebrating. During our coming of age and youth bridging ceremonies, we promised to be here for our youth and young adults as they promise to be responsible, caring individuals. During our new member ceremonies, we make promises to welcome our members warmly and to transform ourselves as they join us. And our new members promise to work to promote the good of the larger community. Every one of our rituals and rites of passage in our tradition is centered in this idea of covenant, of relationship, centered in the promises we make to one another and the promises we make to the universe or God or whatever we perceive to be of ultimate value and importance beyond merely ourselves alone. We are a people of covenant. But of course, Unitarian Universalists did not invent covenant. Our concept of covenant was handed down to us from our Jewish and Christian forebears. The Bible, specifically the Hebrew Bible or Old Testament as it is known by some Christians, contains a number of covenants which inform our ideas about covenant as you use. Last week, I began exploring the story of Noah and the flood as a way of thinking about what it might mean to be ark builders in our own time, how we might build a radically hospitable ark of hope in a sea of despair. This week, I'd like to explore the covenant of Noah, or Noahic covenant as it's known, and how it might apply to our current era and our current circumstances in a time when covenant in the broadest sense has been abandoned. Biblical scholars have names for the various covenants that are described in the Bible. The Adamic covenant is the original covenant between God and humans. The Noahic covenant is the promise marked by the rainbow at the end of the flood. And there are also the Abrahamic and Mosaic covenants related to the stories of Abraham and Moses. And there are others besides. In the Bible, covenant always has at least two aspects. The vertical aspect, that is, the promises made by God to humans and by humans to God, and the horizontal aspect, the promises that are made among humans to one another and to the world in which they live. The Noahic covenant is unique in that it is a universal covenant. The God character in the story promises never again to destroy the world. And the implied covenant made by humankind is that they, likewise, will not destroy the world in accordance with their promises. And the rainbow is given as a reminder of this covenant. Unlike the covenants of Abraham and Moses, which are specific to the Jewish people, the Noahic covenant is universal. It is, in the words of the story, an everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth. But human beings are different from other living creatures on the earth in that humans can make promises and call ourselves back to these promises when inevitably they are broken. In the words of the Unitarian theologian James Luther Adams, humans are promise-making, promise-keeping, promise-breaking, promise-renewing creatures. We are the creatures that make promises, keep promises, break promises, and when we are at our best, renew those promises. Other creatures are true to the larger world by living their lives in accordance with their natures and with the cycles of the natural world. Human beings, with their capacity to imagine themselves outside the circles and cycles of the natural world, rely on promises to be true to one another and to the world. There's a somewhat lighthearted story told by Rabbi Mark Gelman that arrives at what I think is a profound truth about human nature and the need for covenant. It goes something like this. When human beings were created, they were given the freedom to choose. A dog will always be a dog, and a cat will always be a cat, but a human being can decide to be good or evil, to love or to hate, to create or destroy. And human beings can make promises about how they want to be with one another. But in the book of Genesis, of course, there's the story of how humans filled the world with violence and cruelty, and a flood was sent to destroy all the evil in the world and start again from scratch. But as we just heard, before that destruction, just before the flood, one person, Noah, was given a chance to save some of the animals and a few of the human beings, and to help start again after the flood. So before the flood came, Noah built an ark, this huge boat, and he gathered 2 of each of the animals, as we well know, and on the day that the rain started, Noah brought them all on board and then closed the ark. He thought that at that moment he had essentially fulfilled his mission. Little did he know that his task was really just beginning. Imagine, if you will, all of those animals and people crowded onto this boat. Imagine the sound, imagine the activity, imagine the odor of all of it. Not long after the voyage began, one of Noah's sons came running to him and said, "Father, come quick. One of the lions is threatening to eat one of the sheep." And so Noah ran to the side of the boat where the lions were and said, "Do not eat that sheep." And the lion said, "What do you mean? It's lunchtime, I'm hungry, and I eat sheep." "But not today," Noah explained. "Today I'm asking you, please do not eat that sheep. I only have 2 of them, and if you eat them, there will never again be any sheep on the face of the earth." "But it's my nature to kill and eat," the lion said. "That's who I am, and I love sheep." Noah said, "Yes, I know, but for now, while we are on this ark together, while we share this space and time, you must put that part of yourself aside. While we share this ark, you must protect the life of every other living thing, and you cannot kill and consume your fellow passengers." "Then what shall I eat?" asked the lion. Noah said, "How about straw?" The lion was truly appalled. "Straw?" And Noah said, "Yes, just until this is over, please eat straw. In return, I will tell the entire world of your generosity, and all the world will recognize you, this quality of strength and forbearance, a quality that's highly regarded, and you'll be revered as the king of the beasts." And the lion said, "Very well, I suppose I can eat straw for lunch." Just then another one of Noah's sons came running and said, "Father, come quick. It's the elephants. They're playing tag with each other, and it's rocking the boat so much that I'm afraid the entire thing might be capsized and we'll all drown." So Noah ran off to where the elephants were and said, "Please, you have to stop doing this for the good of everyone." The elephants said, "But we're playful creatures. It's our nature. How can we stop playing and still be who we are?" And again, Noah explained, "Just until we're on dry land again, I ask you, stop playing, and I will announce to the world just how wise elephants are among all of the creatures. And the elephants reluctantly agreed to no more roughhousing and games until they were again on dry land. And so it was with each and every animal on the ark. Each creature had to learn how to give up a part of they were, a part of their nature, in order to share the ark and complete the voyage. The lions gave up killing, the elephants playing tag, the mosquitoes, who normally bite and annoy every other creature, learned to respect each other's privacy. The roosters promised not to awaken people too early in the morning, and the bats promised not to frighten everyone else by bumping around in the dark. Noah was successful with every creature until he came to the most difficult and most complicated one of all, the human being. People, it seemed, exhibited all the worst characteristics of all of the other animals: killing, stealing, annoying, irritating, destroying. But Noah discovered that people did possess one quality that made them special. Noah could persuade every animal to give up one element of its nature, but no animal could ever be more than what that animal was to begin with. People, however, can grow and learn and become more than their nature. People can reach up and become loving and good and kind, and they can make promises to be loving and good and kind, and when they break those promises, they can call themselves back to what they want to be and to become. In the midst of the current cycles of fear and violence, we have forgotten that we are creatures of covenant, that we can become loving and kind and good. We have forgotten that we can make promises to become loving and kind and good, and that even when we break those promises, as we will, we can call ourselves back to them. In order to do the hard work of reality, grief, and hope, we must build and rebuild an ark of covenant, a container built on the promises that we make and break and make again. I hope and pray that rather than merely screaming at one another and always pointing fingers of blame, we might again live into the promise of becoming loving and good and kind at a time when love and goodness and kindness are needed more than ever before. May it be so. Amen.
Please rise again to join in singing our closing hymn, This Boat. We're going to sing the chorus together. We'll do it a couple of times so you can hear it and join in. And then Rev Jim and I will handle the verses and the bridge.
This boat is steady, this boat is sure. When you're ready, climb aboard. When you're ready, grab an oar. This boat will carry us to the farthest shore. Sing it out. This boat is steady, this boat is sure. When you're ready, climb aboard. When you're ready, grab an oar. This boat will carry us to the farthest shore. We all know hardship. We
Our Share the Plate beneficiary for the month of September is Community Care and Resistance in Pittsburgh, or CCRIP, which provides direct aid to unhoused people in the Pittsburgh area and people returning home from incarceration in the Allegheny County Jail. They have a table outside the jail where they offer aftercare and supplies to individuals getting out of jail, making sure they at least have some money and a ride home. 100% of all donations go towards purchasing supplies. You can make a gift online or on our website or by text at 412-324-3130. We'll be passing offering baskets for cash and checks in just a moment. If you're writing a check, please make it out to UUCSH and put Share the Plate in the memo line. Thank you for your generosity. Please join me in saying the words to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of hope, warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
We'll close for now with these words. May you be filled with the blessings of this covenanted community. May you carry them with you as you depart from here. May you discover the places in the world where these blessings are needed. May you have the courage to share them. May there be an open place within you to receive the blessings of the people whom you will meet along the way. Go in peace.